I think as a common citizen of India, it becomes very difficult to trust the major news houses because they're being bought by corporates who have a very clear agenda.
We move away from the fundamental idea of journalism, which is reporting, unbiased reporting. It's a reporting of facts. It should not be swayed away by opinion of yourself or the dominant ideology. What we see today is exactly that. It is not factual. It is essentially a state-led agenda. If we see the amount of reporting that went on during the Ayodhya temple inauguration, and if you compare that with the ecological crisis that, for example, Ladakh is facing, or the recent scandal which happened with the minister where he's accused of raping 2,000 girls, the portrayal of these news compared to news which feed the interest of the dominant party or ideology has increased significantly, and I think that is exactly what media is against. Media should be against.
Media always says that they deliver the actual truth of the society and everything that is happening currently. But according to me, they fail to reach those sites where actual the things which need to be actually broadcasted on the television to create awareness among the people.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया और इंडिया का मैच होता है तो उसमें ऐसा दिखाता दोनों के बीच में वार हो रहा है। न्यूज जो होता है ना ऐसा दिखाता है मैच नहीं हो रहा, वार हो रहा है। वो उससे दुश्मनी ले लेगा, उससे बदला ले लेगा। ये सब जो लैंग्वेज है मीडिया का वो खराब हो गया।
See, media's first and foremost work is to project news. But if we surf through the national news channels today, majority of the news items they show are excavations going on in temple sites, or miracles happening in temples, or just propaganda for the current central government. They're not portraying news. For example, very recently, the Prime Minister gave a very inciting speech against the Muslim community. None of the major media houses reported it. Prajwal Revanna's case, it's not being reported by any major media house. The only people doing journalism are the independent press houses, and so right now I think as a common citizen of India, it becomes very difficult to trust the major news houses because they're being bought by corporates who have a very clear agenda.
मोदी सरकार क्या कर रहा है उसमें कर रहा है कि मतलब उसका जो पॉलिटिकल प्रोपेगेंडा है उसी हिसाब से वो प्रेस को यूज़ कर रहा है। मतलब हम अभी नहीं देख पा रहे हैं कि हमारे राज्य में क्या हो रहा है, हमारे देश में क्या हो रहा है, पर अभी वो इसी दिखा रहा है कि बीजेपी कंट्रोल जो सब स्टेट्स हैं उसमें कोई बैड थिंग्स नहीं हो रहा है। मतलब उसमें सब अच्छा ही है, और जो ऑपोजिशन पार्टी के हाथ में जो स्टेट्स हैं उसमें सब बुरा चीज़ ही हो रहा है। तो ये तो सही नहीं है। मतलब
media works on a moral economy of the middle class urbanities of India in general, because there are a lot of news. What is news if somebody needs to define? We bring up those we hear in our everyday life the most. Politics, religion, but did we ever think much more about queer? Like on October 18, the news of decriminalization of homosexuality and that marriage issue came up. But is today's newspaper even reflecting on what had happened? Why? Because the market is not buying it. And I feel today that, yeah, to some extent, the media has come up to such a way that it is getting commercialized and feeding what the powerful structures of our society are trying to dominate over the subaltern.
So I think Indian press freedom is nowhere to be seen. Like, let me say one more thing. In 2024, the press freedom index of India is 159, if I am not wrong. And the worst competitor of India, as portrayed by Indian media or Indian government, the Pakistan's freedom press freedom index is at 152. So what is this?